So we made it on location. We're here in Brooklyn, New York. It's about 6 p.m. so the light is getting really goldeny and nice. We're about to wander the streets around here and find some nice streets to shoot on. But before that, let's intro our model. So this is our model for today. Come on over here.
Hey everyone.
This is Isabella. We're both based out of New York, so we shoot a lot around here. We kind of know the area. But we're gonna kind of look through the outfit she brought today and figure out what kind of looks we're gonna go for.
I brought a few looks that I think you would like.
All right, let's see what you got.
Let's go through this.
I think if we're gonna shoot daytime right now, we should save the lighter clothes for like maybe nighttime stuff.
And then I also
do you have anything a bit darker?
I have this.
I kind of like this like black and red kind of look.
Okay.
So maybe let's go for that.
Totally, I can start in this one.
Okay, sweet.
Sounds good.
And then you'll throw on your point shoes, of course. Yeah. Location I had in mind, I kind of actually walked past here when I was meeting Isabella. I kind of like this because of the two sides of the trees like intertwining. It can make for a really nice perspective shot. I have my Nikon Z7 with me, but we're gonna switch to my 85 to make it a little bit more telephoto, especially because we were shooting Isabella full body. And something I like to do before shooting the model in place is just getting my settings correctly. So I'll probably just stand right here and see what we're working with. I always have settings from like the shoot before on. So let's just take a test shot right now. So right now I have my shutter to 1/1000th, and then my ISO I'm gonna boost up to just 160. We're setting our shutter a little bit higher because of the motion we're about to shoot. And then I'm just gonna go in and change my white balance to whatever looks the best to me personally. So we're gonna move from auto to cloudy, just it gives a little bit of a nice glow. I feel like that looks pretty accurate to real life. So right now it's a kind of nice soft light we're getting back here. And that way it won't distract too much from the model because of Isabella's posing is a little bit more complex than we're used to. So we can have the background just be a nice like little painting behind us. Let's do a jump. Can we do a jump? Yeah. So I'm gonna go to continuous shutter just so I can click as fast as possible and get the movement at the right time. All right, let's try this out. First test shot, let's go for it. And go. Nice. I have this CD I just bring as a prop. It's super easy to throw in my bag, and it creates the kind of lens rainbow refraction right in front of your lens, so you don't have to do anything in post. And I kind of just experimented with how close or far I'm holding it from my lens, and that way it'll give you kind of a different type of look, whichever way you're holding it. What's nice also about using the CD is once you get a shot that looks like you have the rainbow kind of in frame, in the edit, duplicate that and post it to a photo that actually didn't have the rainbow, and then it's looked like you did it, but you actually didn't in person. Go for it. Nice. And go. Nice, got it. I move kind of really fast when I'm shooting, especially when I'm shooting with a high continuous shutter. I feel like I got what I needed at this spot, so we're gonna keep moving. Find some nice light with this golden hour happening behind us. We found the light kind of nice backlighting through these trees right here. So I'm gonna have Isabella stand right in front of that and do like a nice slow hair flip and keep my settings around how they were. We need to capture that motion pretty still. So we have our shutter at 1 6/40. And then our ISO is at 250 because we want to keep that low, but it's not that hard with the nice light we have right now to keep that ISO as low as possible. For this shot, we're not gonna do full body just because there's a lot of people coming in and out. So we're gonna shoot waist up, and I'm gonna have her focused before she goes into the motion, just to make sure I know where she's about to land that hair flip. Come up just real quick to focus, and then, 1 sec. And then you're good to go whenever. The light right now is like really harsh behind you, so you're kind of like silhouetted, but it looks nice. Come a little closer if you can, more like right here. Yeah. And go for it. Nice. Oh my God, that's like, we got it. I also quickly just switched my 85 to my 35 just because we're getting a little bit closer in on her, but I also wanted to capture some of those like sun rays we're about to see with the backlight coming through. So the 35 will be perfect for that. Okay, let's actually move down just a bit because this trash. So we still have some golden hour happening. We walked a block down to this little railing. We're gonna have Isabella kind of use this to her advantage with posing. That's something I like to look for a lot when I'm shooting with someone, especially when they're a dancer. So we're gonna get, again, some nice backlight shots, but instead more full body, because we got a waist up shot, so. Because she's just doing one single motion, I'm just gonna do single shutter, so I don't get too many photos, just a few. Shake your hair a little bit if you can in that pose, just kind of like wave it. For one final shot at this location, I'm just switching my lens from my 35 to my 58 1.4, just because I think that this shot I'm getting will look a little bit better with the background slightly more blurred. And since the 58 is a closer prime, it'll give us that effect. So let's go for it. Same thing before the light is like completely gone. Nice. As we were making our way down to the skyline where golden hour is happening, I kind of stumbled upon this little like pathway. And this is something I really like because it doesn't look like New York, so it adds some kind of variety in the shots we're getting. So we're gonna have Isabella right in the middle of this. I have my 85 on, so we can kind of get that depthy look with our telephoto, semi-telephoto lens. And my settings are pretty much the same as earlier. So let's get you like right in the middle over there. And go for it. That was good. Let's do one with both hands up. Yeah. And go. Nice. That was a good one. All right, let's walk to the little skyline. So we made our way down to the water with the skyline behind us. The sun has basically set, so we're getting a lot of nice soft colors behind us. And we're gonna have Isabella pose against this railing. I also have my 105mm on, so we can kind of get rid of that busyness behind her and get it a little bit more flatter. And I will have to compensate my settings just for how dark it's getting, but we should be good on a pretty low ISO right now. I wanna come right against this and just kind of look out. You might actually want to be on point just to get a little taller, but move to the right a little bit just so you're nice and even. Yeah, that looks really nice there. So I briefly just took a test shot with the 105 and I actually didn't love it. You couldn't even see really the skyline because it was super up close in telephoto. So I might switch back to my 35 or 58 and see how that looks. Because we're having Isabella stand in a kind of still position, we can have our shutter a bit lower at 1 2/50 of a second, and then our ISO is around like 500, so it's not too high. Nothing we can't fix when we're editing. I like that. I also don't need to be in continuous like crazy just because we're getting some single frames here. Yeah, perfect. Keep moving. I like that a lot. Maybe off to the side. Do that again, that hair flip, that was cool. Nice. Relating back to my shutter, I don't like to have it anywhere below 250 just in case I capture some blurry movement, because I do like to have my model move when she's posing in kind of like a slow, authentic way. So I want to make sure I'm capturing all those little shots. 1 2/50 right now is perfect just for that. But you can always change it if you want to play around with more movement. I just like to make sure that we're getting some crisp, clear shots and nothing is out of focus or blurry. So we just finished up taking our daytime portraits. It's definitely getting a little bit darker. So we're gonna take a break. Isabella's also gonna change, and we're gonna take some nighttime shots and incorporate in some fun props, so stay tuned.